Okay, so if you haven't, go watch the first video I released today, titled "Video One Shooting." Got it? Now that all the now this that this video has probably been age restricted and or demonetized and or has the suppression codes, the things. Let's get on with it. So this video isn't related to the other TikTok video I made earlier about pretending to be a prisoner in Alzheimer. No, Alzheimer. That's not. I mean Auschwitz. Alzheimer's a mental disease. While both horrible, not the one I'm talking about. So this is a TikTok challenge, and for your boomers, like, oh, you damn kids always eating those stupid Tide Pods, those chemical things, and that was stupid. Basically, this is 2.0 of that. Well, teenagers are now overdosing on Benadryl. Now, being perfect and knowing everything, I know how to overdose on drugs. So the slow relief drugs work by having the acid in your saliva literally break down it, or the acid in your stomach, or whatever. It just breaks it down and slowly releases it. But if you say crush it up, well, you can it all the power goes straight at once, and that's how you overdose. I don't recommend doing it. Th- that can seriously harm you and kill you. I seriously do not recommend doing it. You will become addicted, and it's illegal. So probably the least dangerous one is the ice bucket challenge, although dangerous. You're like, oh, how is pouring ice on people dangerous? Extreme temperature changes can cause a hypothermic shock. In other words, if your body changes temperature suddenly, your body's like, oh my god, what's going on? And you go into shock. So, um, it's. I'm kind of exaggerating that a little bit, but I'm just saying what can happen. The Tide Pod challenge, if you eat a Tide Pod, um, your throat may swell, reducing you from oxygen, or that lick a toilet seat during the coronavirus. That's seriously unhygienic, not just from the coronavirus. So, Johnson & Johnson, the maker of Benadryl, I think, has put out a statement, watch your kids, don't let them participate in this. So one person has already died, and probably many more to come if this continues, and multiple people have been hospitalized from overdosing. Do not take drugs. It is bad. I know I sound like a broken record and your school counselor. No, seriously, if you doubt me, go search up before and after pictures of people with meth. The after pictures look like they're a zombie. That's not joking. So the challenge is to take enough of the drug to start hallucinating. Have you ever heard of a hallucinogen? A hallucinogen is a drug that starts you to hallucinate if the effects are so severe. They are the most dangerous type of drug because it alters your perception of reality. You may not be able to see a bus coming when you're jaywalking. You may not be able to see a train coming when you're walking across tracks. Or your definition of reality may just be random colors, or it could just be very bleak. Hallucinogens are bad. Okay, let's just go get the message of this video. Don't take drugs. If you are, you're an absolute idiot. So, believe it or not, people are actually stupid enough to use an allergy medication, Benadryl, to try to use it for recreational purposes. In other words, they're drug addicts. So I'll be explaining the side effects to discourage people from doing this challenge, and if you've already done this challenge, never do it again. Seriously, you have a risk of death. The one thing that everybody is afraid of is death. Nobody can accept it, except for depressed people. Maybe they think death's the only option. But if you choke on something, or you're poisoned, or you are stabbed, or you bleed out, you will never feel the same. If you have been running out of oxygen, you'll start to feel lightheaded. You'll start to lose motor controls and many other side effects. You're like, oh, how do you know this? Because I was in a pool swimming once and I accidentally coughed multiple times and lost almost all of my oxygen. And luckily, I'm still alive. You know. So, one of the side effects, is possibly killing your kidney. So Benadryl is also known to cause a reaction if taken in too high of amounts. So some of the side effects when people get high off of this is they see dead family members or they just see demons. Or they'll see in graphic detail someone getting murdered. The point is people see horrible things. So, kids are now doing this to get some internet fame. You know, maybe we should just listen to the boomers and say, everything needs to be sensitized. God, I hate this. God, and this proves that you could literally get views making anything. I guarantee you, if I titled this, Kid Makes Explosive and Plants It in School, it will get 10 million views. I'm not going to actually name it that because I'm going to go get some sort of. Well, it's just going to be bad, and I don't want it. But, hey, I guarantee you that's probably going to it's going to go viral. So, also, you're like, oh, wow, well, I got internet clout for how much? How much time? And you'll get internet fame for, what, 15 minutes? And that's not saying that your idea is copied by someone who's more popular than you and gets more views. So you have to go choose. Possible permanent damage to my body, seeing awful things that I could probably never forget, or just remain a small little creator with 5 subscribers. I'm gonna go choose the 5 subscribers. So, and when you're in the hospital getting your stomach pumped and vomiting uncontrollably in a coma, and you wake up from that coma a week later and think, well, at least I got 3 more followers. No, that's never going to happen. You're going to think, oh God, I'm never going to do this again. That's awful. So, an unnamed teen was killed because he overdosed on it. So even no matter what you think, I guarantee you everything can be dangerous, including water. So there was this television show or game show. It was a game show where contestants had to not relieve themselves of bodily fluids for as long as possible, and the winner got some massive prize, right? Well, they were also forced to drink a gallon of water a day. And, well, multiple people were telling this, don't let them do this, someone could get killed. And guess what? Someone was trying to relieve themselves, and they died from it. So, water can be dangerous. Everything is dangerous. I'm sorry to bring this to you, but if you do anything, including breathe in, you have a chance of dying. No matter what you do, if you sit there and do nothing, chance of dying. No matter what happens to you, you cannot escape death. So, moral of the story: don't be an idiot. Okay, there's more. So Johnson and Johnson now said they're working with TikTok to try to find people who are doing this and delete their accounts. So imagine this: you're 15, you overdose on it, you get hospitalized, and you look at TikTok and you're banned. Well, okay. what happened. So you don't go viral, you get hospitalized, and now you're banned from TikTok. So, so let's say you gain 1,000 subscribers and your video goes viral. Well, now you can't top that. What are you gonna go do? Benadryl challenge part 2? Yeah. Well, here, let's see what if I do that. Okay, TikTok has a new dangerous trend, part 1. TikTok has a new dangerous trend, part 2. Oh, but they're exact same thing. Yeah, how many dislikes do you think that video's gonna get? It's gonna get however many people watch however many people watch both videos, and and maybe some will like it. I hope this video. But some other people will just completely dislike the other video because it's the exact same thing. So yeah. Also, that was a subtle way to tell you to like and subscribe. Oh, also, basically this. Here, if you created a insane video, you can't then go to say, these are my opinions to politics. I overdosed on Benadryl. Here's my experience too. Here's my opinion on politics. Exactly, you just can't do it. But with all that being said, bye. Please don't be that stupid.